Good morning students. This is Parati working as a physics teacher in Oxford High School, Uppugunduru. In previous class, first lesson is completed, that is a motion lesson. Regarding motion lesson, problems are also completed, Amma. Okay na? Here, this is the third lesson of the physics textbook of 9th class, that is laws of motion. In motion lesson, we learned what is the velocity, what is the displacement, what is the distance, what is the acceleration, and what are the equations of the motions. In this lesson, laws of motion is different from motion, Amma. Here, the laws of motion was proposed by the scientist Newton. We know very well Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton was proposed by the three laws. That three laws is a proper. That three laws is also called as laws of Newton's laws of motion. Newton's laws of motion. We observed many changes in our surrounding areas. Here in this lesson, what is the laws of motion and what are the definitions and what are the equations regarding? We learned what is the laws of motion and what are the definitions and what are the equations of laws of motion learned in this lesson. Okay, Namma? Now listen carefully. In philosophers of the ancient world, in olden days, the philosophers is always thought about the what is the natural state of the any object. What is the natural state of the object? That means in olden days, many of them they are thought that there is always pumping one question. There is always arising a one question in their mind. That question is, what is the natural state of any object? What is the natural state of any object? Okay, na? That time, different scientists or gave the different thoughts regarding the what is the nature of an object and what is the natural state of an object. We know very well Aristotle is a Greek scientist. The Aristotle thought that the natural state of the earthly object is always is in rest position. Okay, na? The nature of object is always is in a rest position. That means there is no explanation regarding the what is the natural nature of the object. What is the nature of the object? Aristotle gave an idea. The nature of an object is always is in a rest position. That means there is no explanation regarding these one. After that, Galileo was a famous scientist. That scientist was thought that here when a body is moving along, when a body is in rest or moving in a continuously without any force acting on that body. When your body is moving or in a rest in the same direction, unless it is compelled by any external force, that body is always is in a rest position or that body is always in a motion. Okay, Namma, are you understood? Aristotle said that the nature of the object is always is in a rest position. That means there is no clear idea and clear explanation about the nature of the object. That is fixed. After that, the Galileo was a famous scientist. He thought that if no external force is acting on that body, the body will continue in its state of rest or continue in its uniform motion of a body. Okay, na? Here, the Galileo was a scientist. He did number of experiments regarding the motion of an object. He did number of experiments regarding the motion of an object. For example, this is for inclined plane. Inclined means it makes a certain angle with the horizontal surface or at the surface. Okay, Nama. In this one, this is for inclined plane. Take a ball. That ball is a rolls down. Here, that ball is a rolls down. In this one, Galileo doing or did number of experiments regarding this motion of an object. Here, if an object is a rolls down, the speed of the ball or the speed of the object is increases due to the force of gravity or acceleration due to gravity. Here, if the ball is rolls down, the speed of the ball is increases due to the acceleration due to gravity or force of gravity. In this case, the speed of a body is increases. the speed of a body, the speed is increases in this case. In the same way, if an same ball is moves upward direction, if the same ball is moving in upward direction, in this one the speed of a ball is decreases. In this one the speed of a ball is decreases. See the first case, amma, if the ball is rolls down, that means the speed of a body is increases because due to the acceleration due to gravity or force of gravity. That ball is moving on inclined plane. In this case, if the same ball is moves up on an inclined plane in upward direction, the speed of a body is decreases because the acceleration due to gravity is acting in downward direction. Here the motion of a body is upward direction, the acceleration due to gravity is a downward direction. Both are in opposite direction. That's why the speed of a body is decreases. Okay na? If the same body is moving in a smooth surface, this is a ball or body. If the same body is moving on a smooth surfaces, the motion of a body is continuously moving on a smooth surfaces. Okay, Nama, continuously moving on a smooth surfaces. From this experiment, Galileo said that if a motion of a body is moving downward direction, the speed is increases. If a motion of a body is moving upward direction, the speed is decreases because the acceleration due to gravity acting in downward direction. If the same ball is moving on a horizontal surface or in a smooth surface, the body does not come to rest until an external force is acting on it. Okay na? If a surface is a very smooth surface, there is no external force is acting on the body. If the surface is a smooth surfaces, the body is continuously moving. The body is continuously moving. In real world, in real life situation, that type of surface is not visible. Okay, Nama? That type of surface is not visible. That type of smooth surface is not visible in a real world. In a real world. Okay, Nama? Here, the Galileo said that here speed is increases when they are moving in downward direction. If the speed is decreases when they are moving in upward direction. If the same body is moving in a horizontally or perfectly smooth surface, the body does not comes to rest. The body does not comes to rest. In this case, here the speed is not increases or decreases, but there is no idea whether the speed is increases or the speed is decreases. Okay, Nama? Here, after that, if the same scientist is doing another experiment, that experiment is, this is for inclined plane. Okay, na? This is also inclined plane. Both are inclined plane, amma. If the ball is rolls down, and are coming back and are moving on the another inclined plane. Okay, Namma, this is the ball is a moving downward direction and to reach the initial same height of the another inclined plane. In this one, these are the height regarding the two planes. Here, this is the angle between the two inclined planes. This is the angle between the two inclined planes. If the ball is released with a certain height and the same ball is reached to the same level of these inclined plane. Okay, now see the next one. Here, this is also one inclined plane. Okay, now in this case, the angle of slope is reduced. Angle of slope is reduced. Angle of slope is reduced. In this case, the ball is moving. Here, Amma, the angle of slope is reduced. Here, the body is moves for distance. The body is moves in a far distance. By using this experiment, here the nature of the state of the body is in continuous in its rest position or in continuously in a uniform motion. Okay, na? This statement is which is very contrast to a Aristotle's belief. What is Aristotle said that? Aristotle said that the nature of the object is always it is in a rest position. But Galileo said that the nature of the object is always in motion or in rest unless an external force is acting on it. An external force is acting on it. For example, if the same body is coming to in rest position without any friction. If the same body is coming to rest position means without applying any friction. If no friction, if it is not existable anyone. For example, without friction we can't write anything. Without friction we can't walk. And without friction we can't do in anything. Okay na amma? Here without friction we can't do anything. Here if the body is moving on a straight line, after that the body comes to rest position because some forces are acting on that body. That forces are air resistance, friction or whatever it is. Air resistance or gravity or friction. What are the any forces that are acting on the body? Finally the body comes to rest position. Finally the body comes to rest position. Okay na amma? Basing on the Aristotle theory and Galileo theory, after that the Sir Isaac Newton was a famous scientist. He proposed the three laws that properly known as Newton's laws of motion. Newton's first law, Newton's second law and Newton's third law. Newton's first law, Newton's second law and Newton's third law. See, the Newton's first law is also called as laws of inertia. Newton's first law is also called as laws of inertia. Newton's first law. Newton's first law is called as also called as laws of inertia. Laws of inertia. Newton's first law is called as laws of inertia. It explains about laws. It explains about inertia. Here, what is the Newton's law? Newton's first law, it is nothing but what will happen when no external force is acting on the object. Okay na amma? Newton's first law is also called as laws of inertia, and the Newton's first law is when no external force is acting on it, what will happen? What will happen when no external force acting on the object? If no external force is acting on the object, every body continues in its state of rest or continues in its uniform motion. Continues in its uniform motion. Must see here inertia. What is inertia? Inertia, it is nothing but the tendency of an object to restrict its state or in its motion. Okay now ma? The tendency of an object to restrict the state of rest or state of motion. For example, here greater mass means greater inertia and lesser mass means lesser inertia. For example, we have to take a bicycle and lorry. Lorry means greater mass, that means greater inertia. And bicycle means less mass, that is less inertia. For example, if the bicycle is hit by the wall does not damage. If the same wall is hit by the lorry, the wall is damaged. Because lorry has the greater mass, that means greater inertia, that's why the wall is collapsed. That's why the wall is collapsed. Here in this one, inertia are the two types. The first one is static inertia and the second one is dynamic inertia. First one is static. Second one is dynamic. Static inertia and dynamic inertia. Static means any body which is in rest position. Any body which is in rest position. Dynamic means any body which is in motion. The tendency, inertia, it is nothing but the tendency of an object to restrict does not change in its position. Does not change in its position. The tendency of an object, it does not change in its position by itself. Does not change in its position by itself. These are the two different types of inertias. The first one is static inertia and the second one is dynamic inertia. Static inertia means the position of if your body is in rest position. Okay Nama, if your body is in rest position, the body gain inertia, that inertia should be called as static inertia. If a body is in rest position, if no external force acting on that body, the body is a continuous, maintains in its rest. That means that body gains a static inertia. If a body is moving in a straight line, when no external force is acting on the body is continuously moving. That time the body should gain a dynamic inertia. Inertia means the tendency of an object does not change in its position by itself. There are two types of inertia, that is a static inertia and dynamic inertia. Static means when the body is in rest position. Dynamic means when the body is in motion. Okay, Amma? When no external force is acting on the body does not change in its position. That time the body should gain a static inertia. When the body is in motion, when no external force is acting on that body, the body is always continuous in motion. That time the body should gain a dynamic inertia. Okay, Rama? Here the mass is a measure of inertia. Mass is a measure of inertia. Already we know less mass means less inertia. More mass means more inertia. Finally, here the mass is a measure of inertia. Mass is a measure of inertia. Now we know very well what are the activities regarding the Newton's first law. What is Newton's first law? Newton's first law is equal to when no external force is acting on it. What will happen when no external force is acting on the object? That means the net force acting on the body becomes zero. The net force acting on the body becomes zero. What will happen? What will happen? Newton's first law said that or says that every body continues in its state of rest or in uniform motion unless a net force acting on that body. Every body continues in its state of rest or in uniform motion unless a net force acting on that body. That means the total net force acting on the body becomes zero. That is called Newton's first law. Newton's first law is also called as the laws of inertia. Here two inertias is there, static inertia and dynamic inertia. Here mass is always measure of inertia. What is the activities regarding these two ones? Okay, Nama? We know very well dust particles. Here we know very well about the carpet. The carpet contains the number of dust particles. If the dust particles is in rest position in the carpet, that means the time the carpet has a static inertia. Okay, Nama? Here carpet contains a number of dust particles. If the dust particles is placed in the carpet, it has a static inertia. If the same carpet is beaten by the stick, that time the dust particles are moving in a different directions. If the same particle is beaten with a stick, the carpet is moving in a different directions. That time the particles should gain a dynamic inertia. That time the particle gains a dynamic inertia. If the dust particles is kept in a carpet, means it has a static inertia. If the same carpet is beaten with a stick, that means the dust particles are moving in a different directions. That's why the particles are in motion. That one should gain a dynamic inertia. Okay, Nama? See the activities, Ra? Here, see the first activity. Take a bottle. This is for water bottle, Amma. Okay, na? This is for a water bottle. And next, prepare a that means a circular and small paper hoop, Amma. Okay, na? Prepare a paper hoop. That means take a thick paper. That thick paper is formed in the form of a thick paper is shaped in the form of a circle. Okay, na? That thick paper hoop is placed on the mouth of the water bottle. This is for paper hoop. Okay, na? That paper hoop is prepared by using a thick paper. Okay, na? That paper is in the form of a circle. That circle hoop is placed on the mouth of the water bottle. We know very well about the pen cap. That pen cap is a kept. That pen cap is a kept. That pen cap is a kept on a hoop of a paper cap. Okay, now if the paper cap is suddenly removed from the bottle, here the pen cap is placed in the mouth of the water bottle. Okay, now listen carefully. If the paper hoop is suddenly removed, the pen cap is entered into the mouth of the water bottle. What will happen? Why the pen cap is entered into the water bottle if the paper hoop is removed from the mouth of the water bottle? Now listen carefully. Here, why the pen is entered into the bottle after remove the paper hoop from the mouth of the water bottle? We know very well about the caroms. Okay, Nama? We know very well about the caroms. Here the stack of the caroms should be placed on the carom board. Okay, na? Here by using a striker you can hit the last coin of the stack of the carom. The coin is removed from the stack of the carom board by hitting the striker. That time the remaining carom boards, the remaining coins is a slide down. That means the stack of the caroms is placed like this. Okay, na? If the last coin is hit by the striker, what will happen? Here the last coin is removed from the stack of the carom and remaining coins is settled down. Okay, na? What will happen? These two are the examples of inertia. These two are the examples of inertia. Okay, na? See, the first example is take the water bottle and next one prepare a paper hoop. That paper hoop is placed on the mouth of the water bottle and then take a pen cap. Pen cap is kept on the paper hoop. If suddenly remove the paper hoop means the pen cap is entered into the water bottle. Okay, na? This is due to the inertia. And see the next one. Here we know very well about the carom board. Here the caroms should be arranged one by one. That one should be called it as a stack of caroms. If you hit the last coin of the stack of the caroms by using a striker, here the last coin is removed from the stack of the caroms and the remaining coins will be settled down. This is also example of inertia. Okay, na?